Florida is rich with a history of discovery, changing flags, and diverse cultures. And today, it's alive with the retelling of Black history.
The presence of people of African ancestry in what we now call Florida started in the 1500s.
Today, that heritage is available to us in engaging ways.
Isn't it a wonderful thing?
And memorable spaces across the Sunshine State.
One of the first establishments for free people of African ancestry was Fort Mose, right outside of St. Augustine.
Fort Mose, considered a precursor to the Underground Railroad, was settled in 1738 by slaves fleeing the English colonies of the Carolinas. Under Spanish rule, this community became a sanctuary for Africans. The oldest standing plantation house in Florida, Kingsley Plantation, is steeped with a unique slave history, owned and run by Anna Kingsley, a former slave turned plantation owner's wife.
It's also fascinating when we think about the fact that Black people also owned slaves. That's something that you don't tend to read in the history books.
You can tour the beautiful property, including the striking remains of 23 tabby slave cabins located on the Timucuan Ecological and Historical Preserve in Jacksonville. The Florida Agricultural Museum in Flagler County showcases early rural Florida with a collection of historic citrus farm buildings and livestock descended from Spanish ancestors. The Black Cowboy exhibit there tells how African roots impacted the world of farming and ranching today. Just off the I-4 corridor in Orlando is the Wellsville Museum of African American History and Culture. Originally a hotel, the Wellsville was built in 1926 when accommodations for Black travelers were rare.
So this is a very historic place because of the musicians, because of dignitaries like Thurgood Marshall, like Jackie Robinson, who stayed here when they had no other options.
Today, the hotel is on the National Historic Registry and highlights many of the Black pioneers of Florida's history. South of St. Augustine's bustling Old Town is the Lincolnville Historic District. The community, originally known as Little Africa, was established by freed slaves in 1866. Lincolnville contains a large collection of 19th and 20th century homes and churches, many of them locales of great civil rights importance and violence. Stories of Lincolnville's politically active Black residents are shared on the Accord Freedom Trails phone tours and Tour St. Augustine's free Black Heritage Tour.
The history here in St. Augustine and the civil rights movement, it didn't just change St. Augustine, it really changed the nation.
That's a part of history Florida is proud to offer. You can find details on all these historical sites at visitflorida.com. Sharing Black heritage travel, I'm Janice Jones for Visit Florida.